Hi friends, it's Liz here. I am so excited to be sharing my latest design project for On a Whimsical Adventure. I have used some of her gorgeous digitals for this woodland themed, nature's themed journal. It is a soft cover and I will be linking everything below because I have used a few of the digitals in Anya's shop to put this together. So let me take you inside. The closure is removable and I just love how soft it feels. For the cover, I've done some layering, some collaging. I've also added some fabric to reinforce the spine, and it's all in a nice botanical theme. As you can see here, a vintage book page for the back. The pocket is also with a piece from the digital. And then I've added a journaling card and tag. Love the giant tags and also the designs on them. The bottom here as well, I've just added a few more ephemera pieces. This one becomes a little tuck spot, and these are French themed botanicals that are also in her shop. So let me take you inside. This journal has somewhat like a folio to it as well. There's some flips in here, and I love this theme, you guys. Fell in love with it. So here in the first little flap, I've added a little tuck spot. I've done some stenciling with some distressed inks. I've done this little book page pocket with a die cut, and then made this really cute tag with some fabric for the little tab. Here on the flip of this part, I've added another tag that I made again using the digital from the kit. And then the back of this handmade book page envelope, again, I just tucked a little tag for you to use as you would like. The envelope here has a little tag in it, and I will fix this little tab. I guess I had glued it to the mushroom. So I've got a little journaling card here, and then the little flap just keeps closed with the little mushroom. The other part here, I made an envelope, and then I just added some additional pieces. As you can see, another tag you can use throughout, and then this ephemera piece that you can also use throughout the journal. The back of the envelope here, what I did is I just left it open so you can just add a little secret spot there, and this one happens to be just a really gorgeous piece of paper you can use for note taking, etc. Now here I've got a few pockets happening. I did add one of the wax seal ephemera pieces that I recently made. I did share a video showing a variety of ideas using these, and I will link that below. Here's some additional journaling pieces. I've got the pocket with a little washi tape. Love this little square envelope. Now, I believe this one has 3 other different designs for the envelope, and I just decided to use this one to show you guys. But back here again, I've outlined with some of the paper from one of the kits, as well as loving the tag and the design, again with a little fabric tab on the top. More botanical journal cards, and then this piece I added from a kit I recently shared with you guys, which is from Your Creative Studio, and it's just an ephemera pack that I received. So I added a few pieces throughout as well. So the journal itself is one single signature. I just added some of my favorite images in here. I've done some stenciling. If you open the flap, you can journal right on that. If you remove the ephemera, I've got a botanical sticker. I have done some coffee spraying and staining. I'm into vellum right now, so I made a vellum page as well. Really love the design, more stenciling. And then I've got some just really nice variety of paper. This is from a vintage book page, botanical themed again. And then throughout the journal, I've just added these little moments with some washi tape and paper. You can move them throughout the journal or leave them where they are. I'm liking the interactive part of them as well. This is vintage music paper. The paper is just a gorgeous thin quality. This bag is from Janine's shop at J9 Scraps, and I will link her shop below. Made this little file folder with some Tim Holtz paper. And then I added this little note, I guess little ephemera note pack or whatever you want to call it. I'm not even sure. It's just got a few layers of some leftover paper bits with the vellum cover on the top. You can add it as an embellishment on a page or just, use it throughout the journal. Again, more of the gorgeous images, more of these little flips here. I'm just loving the just the little touches here and there of decoration. The idea of this journal was to add the ephemera on the outside folds with the pockets and tuck spots, etc., so that the person that gets this journal decides if they want to add it throughout the journal or if they want to add it somewhere else. But it's kind of like you've got your ephemera ready to go wherever you want to add it to your own pages. The center here, you can see how nice and flat it lays. I love my journals to lay like this when I'm working on them. Again, I added some ephemera pieces from the kit, the Your Creative Studio kit, and then again using some gorgeous pieces from Anya's digitals here. I added a piece of this Japanese note paper. I'm loving Japanese paper right now, and so this is just really gorgeous paper here that just added a little extra piece there. As you can see, the Tim Holtz paper is just such a gorgeous combination with Anya's kits for the botanical theme as well. I love that design and that large tag. So if you guys have watched my channel, you know that I love to use my journals. I do have videos showing you how I use my journals, which I will link my latest one below. I was working on a large journal similar to this size, so you can get an idea how to use yours if you are not sure. I also love single signature journals because I get bored pretty quick and I need to move on to my next journal once I finish. So I kind of like to do that. This has a little vellum stamp on it with I thought it just coordinated so well with the page there. Again with the vintage book paper, more of this gorgeous green texture of paper, more stenciling. You can add photos, you can do scrapbooking. I mean, you can do whatever you want with these types of journals or notebooks, or you can use it as just to keep track of lists, etc. More botanical themed washi tape, and then I love the quote in the back of that page. So here we go with a few more little flips. So the flap here has a little tuck here, and then you can also add something to the front if you'd like. I've just got some tickets here that you can use throughout, and then in the little tuck spot I've added just a few sheets of stamped unbleached paper. I love the texture of this paper as well. You can keep it as is, so you can use it throughout the journal, and as you can see, again, I've done some stenciling on the cover. For the center here, I've just added some more ephemera pieces, just loosely, that you can put anywhere you want. Some Tim Holtz and another stamped piece of vellum. And then if you remove the clip, the paper clip, you've got a little flip here, which is hiding a little glassine envelope, which actually is from Janine's shop. As I said, I will link below at Jane and Scraps. And then I added some more ephemera to this. I'm just loving the idea of, taking pieces that I have added throughout the pockets and tuck spots, and then you add them to your own pages as you like, because it's all already coordinated and themed, so you don't have to think too much about, adding or decorating your pages before you journal, which is another thing I love to do. So the back of the pocket here has some additional journaling cards. Again, another ephemera piece from Your Creative Studio. And then here's more digitals, the notes, and then I love this tag as well. And then I added another tag from a different file folder that I had that's vintage. It's really nice and thick, and I love the numbers on the side. So I hope you guys love the share. I will link everything I've used below. This will be for sale in my shop, so check the link below. And let me know if you have questions or comments. I really love putting this together. I think fall is one of my favorite themes, botanical and, woodsy. So this was just a perfect way to start September for me. Anyways, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time.